Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of your morning workout talk, brought to you by Literary Pharaoh. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a great day today. By the time you hear this, I'm not going live. Most of you guys are probably still asleep. When I wake up, most of you guys are still in your deep REM sleep. I get up at 3:45. Not that I'm bragging about it, I'm just letting you guys know what time I get up. My day's pretty long and effective. I think waking up early is a good thing. You don't have to wake up at 3 something, but I'd rather wake up early than late. I'll tell you that much, because your day is longer. Remember, if you guys can recall back when you guys were probably in your college years or in your younger years, when people would go clubbing, go partying, whether it's college parties or whatever, people would stay out to like 3 in the morning, go home, go to sleep, crash out, and wake up like in the afternoon. But by that time, your day is gone, because by the time you get up at 12, let's say you get up at noon, 11:30ish, 12. By the time you get up, get the cobwebs off your face, get your energy started, shower, assuming if you even take showers. By the time you just get settled after getting up, it's going on 1 o'clock. And by the time you know it, your whole day is shot to hell. And we often reflect back, and we recall some of the things that we've done in the past, and we tell ourselves, we say, man, those years flew by fast. Now all of a sudden I'm this year's old. Like I'm older now. What happened in those years? They flew by. They flew by because we were irresponsible. And I don't like the rhetoric of, you were just young. That's what young people do. You don't have to do that. And that's what hopefully I can impart to my son and my daughters, that as you guys are growing up, your youth are the foundational principles that are being cemented, that are going to impact your legacy long term. And when I say legacy, I mean the way you live, the kind of spouse you find, the kind of circles you put yourself in, how severe your stress levels are going to be when you get older. The certain predicaments that we find ourselves in currently are due to the past decisions that we've all made. No one is immune from that. We are all part of that paradigm. So yeah, man, the days flew by fast. And that's why the saying goes, time flies when you're having fun. It does, because you're not thinking about time. Partying, you're drinking, people doing drugs, doing all sorts of stuff, and next thing you know, they go from being 20, all of a sudden they're almost 50. They're looking back at their lives like, what have I done? Yeah, you've done nothing. You just wasted your years, But it's never over. It's never over. I don't think that age should put limitations on people. I think age should make you wiser, and you should become a person that does things in an efficient way. Should be more efficacious in the things that you do. There are many people out there who have this idea of chasing money, and I get it. I'm not mad at anybody for that, because that's the current climate that we're in. You need money to do anything. I'm just waiting for the day where everyone wakes up in the morning and says, F it, no one goes to work. Everyone just stays home. Man, do you know what the system will do? They'll be begging us to come to work. Like everything is shut down. Like we create our own pandemic. Not because of a disease or some kind of drudged up virus that they're using to scare people. We, as the people, everybody, I don't care if you're a millionaire, everyone just says, no, we're not working today. The controllers will be begging for us to come back. They'll give everybody raises, because Because without us, there is no them. Without people to control, there are no controllers. The only way we can overcome this matrix system is to not give into it. But too many people give into it, and too many people believe in it. Too many people believe in voting. Too many people believe in the government. Too many people believe that the government is supposed to take care of them. People believe in the structures that the government puts out, not knowing that these structures that they put out and these systems that they put out are to the detriment of humanity. They're not here to help you, they're here to control you. But some people love to be controlled. That's the sad part about it. People enjoy it. They can't think for themselves. They're too afraid to think for themselves. Thinking for themselves is scary. It's a proposition that they will not take. They cannot take it. They run from it. They're fear-based people. And people who live off of fear are cowards. And cowards want to be controlled because they are afraid of governing themselves. They're afraid of governing themselves. That's the truth. It's not me making it up or pulling this out of my ass. It's just the truth. People who love to be governed are afraid to govern themselves. They lack the capacity to govern themselves. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. So, yeah, man, just... Like, I took off from work yesterday, right? Me and my wife, we both took off. Dropped the kids off. Needed a break. My wife took a break from work, and I did too. And took the kids to school. We had time to, we worked out together. We did our, she actually joined me doing the yoga video together. We did that. We stayed in bed most of the day. Slept. She ended up cooking for the kids. Like I told you guys, I don't eat, like she cooks spaghetti and stuff. I don't eat that. I don't even eat pasta. I don't eat breads, pasta. Like my diet is pretty much boring. Like if you ate the way I ate, you would think that my life was miserable. But then you would look miserable, but I wouldn't look miserable. That's the difference. I would feel great. You would feel miserable, but you would think that the eating is miserable. Again, food is medicine and medicine is food. Hippocrates. That was his quote. But anyway, yeah, so that's it, man. We are in this, but there aren't too many people who are gonna be brave enough to do that. Not just a day. Like if we go let's say you make a sacrifice, you say, you know what? You can't fire everybody. I mean, with the influx of foreigners they're letting into the country intentionally, I guess they'll just use them to replace us, but they don't have the skills. People who are coming in illegally, mind you, it's done strategically. This is not something that you need to invest your emotions in and say, oh, why is Biden letting people in? Like, it's not about Biden. It's not about that. America has already been destroyed. America was destroyed on 9/11. America was destroyed on 9/11. America was destroyed on 9/11. Whenever you start to allow CIA operatives, CIA operatives have been working in America for the longest, but the true destruction of America started on 9/11, 2001. That's when it started. And the slow systemic destruction of this country has been taking place since then. Layer by layer, brick by brick, it's just getting destroyed. It's not destroyed totally, but that was the induction of the destruction. That was the introduction of the destruction. And I talk to people sometimes, and many people believe that the system that we are under, like the illegal taxing, the illegal loans that are being rendered out to borrowers, all that it's illegal. I'm doing a book study on Meeting Your Straw Man, and it's a slow burn, of course. I'm not reading through it immediately. I'm doing a book study on Nutricide. I'm doing a book study on geoengineering. I'm doing a book study also on Meeting Your Straw Man. Many of the things that we do. Many of the contracts that we do, you're being put on a track to be conned. You're being put on a track to be contract. All these things that we do are illegal, but we don't know any better because we are ignorant and we operate off the basis of fear. And because the majority of people are following those principles, we believe that that's just the way it is, and no one speaks up, and we just go ahead and just bow our heads and allow the controls to do whatever they want to do with us. Loans are illegal. Putting interest on things are illegal. Taxing is illegal. And I mean that. I'm not saying that, oh, what do you mean it's illegal? Just because you've been doing something for a long time doesn't make it lawful. Okay? And when I say illegal, I don't mean illegal in regard to taking what's going on and using the definition of the government to, decipher what's legal or not. So in other words, I'm just operating off of common law. All right? I'm just operating off of common law. Common law just means do not be deceitful to people. Don't kill anybody. Don't steal from people. And tell the truth. It's simple. We don't need government to put all these statutes to control us. When you lie to people and you manipulate people, that's illegal. That's not lawful. I'm operating off of the base of common law here. I'm not using any law book. I'm not a lawyer. It's just common sense. When you do a deal with somebody and you are truthful, that's lawful. When you shake hands with a person, like the bartering systems of older times, when people would barter, they'll provide a service, and then somebody else will exchange their services for the services that they just recently received. I have this, you have that, you have what I want, I have what you want, let's exchange. That's a lawful practice. The current practice we have today is illegal. Everything. Even when you go finance a car, that's illegal. Every time you sign a contract, it's illegal. Even at work, I signed my contract the other day, that's illegal. It's all illegal, folks. And don't worry, I'll do all the explaining in the book study. I'm just giving you guys some oversight into many of the things that we do, many of the practices that we find ourselves in, and we end up thinking that, oh, this is just the way it is, it's normal. It's not normal. Just because your mom did it and your mom's mom did it and everyone's doing it doesn't make it normal. If everybody's smoking crack, it doesn't make crack a good thing to do. Drugs, whatever it is. If everybody's eating horribly, it doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it normal. If everybody's eating at KFC and Popeyes every damn day, you wouldn't tell yourself, oh, well, that's healthy because everybody is doing it. No. Just because everybody is doing something or everyone is engaged into a practice doesn't make it okay. But we've all found a way to brainwash ourselves, because we're not being brainwashed. We've brainwashed ourselves because there's power in numbers. So like an autoimmune disease, the populace, humanity in itself, are the cause of their own problem, because as we all fall down the hole of stupidity, we all follow. Blind leading the blind. The controls don't need to do much. They don't need to do much. We just all are doing the same damn thing. They're like, whoa, this is easier than we thought. These humans are dumb. These humans are dumb. And you probably say, why is he saying humans? Why is he talking like this? Why is he referring to the controllers as controllers and then differentiating us by calling us humans? Are the controllers not human? No, they're not. I've said this before. They're not human. They use humans to perpetrate their agenda, but the true controllers, the masterminds behind this entire, experiment that we find ourselves in, oh, they're definitely not human. When I say human, I mean like us, in essence. Homo sapiens sapien. They're not us. They may look like us, but they are not fully human. They're more advanced intellectually. That's why they can manipulate us. They're smarter than us. Light billions of years smarter than us. They have the technologies to control us. They manipulate us spiritually, mentally. Everything. And you can tell they do. Because look at all the stupid things we do. And it's just this is a small percentage of people that know the truth. And when I say know the truth, I don't mean that you're going to know everything. But they know that the system, the way it's currently constructed, is not what it is. That we are living in a lie. We are living in a matrix. We are living in a realm of delusion. And we all abide by it. The fact that toxins are promoted as medicines lets you know what kind of world we live in. And the fact that people walk around and accept it. The average American has their head stuck up work's ass that they can't even think for themselves. They have you focused on working so damn much that you can't even sit back and think like, hold on, man, this doesn't make sense. There's no room for critical thought at all. At all. There's no room for it. Who has time to think? No, you have time to work and go to sleep and pay bills. And find anything to be addicted to pass your time because you're so stressed. Be it porn addiction, drug addictions, movie addictions, whatever it is. You guys know I'm telling the truth. Life is so miserable that we find these little vices and hubs to stick our heads in to pass the time. Because life is that stressful. We don't even have time to think because then again, thinking is stressful too. If you're caught into the web of deceit. But I'm not caught into the web of deceit. I love to think. Thinking is actually a release for me. I would encourage people to stop watching the damn news so much because not only is it negative, it's just lies. It pumps you with lies. And then lies become truth. And then truth becomes a practice that becomes to you, the way you perceive the truth will be incomprehensible. You won't be able to even understand it. Truth becomes something that's a fallacy. And then you start receiving fallacies as truth. Because that's what the news does. The news is the false prophet. The news is the false prophet. They're the messengers of doom. Because even when they give you a good message, it's just to pacify you for the meantime. To get caught into their entire illegal, treacherous vortex of information that they provide people every day. It's horrible. It's horrible. So, yeah, man. It's 4:44 a.m. I've been parked in this parking lot for about, 3 minutes. Something like that. Yeah, man. And it's sad. It is sad. It's a sad existence. And I'm not telling anybody to be sad. Like I told you guys, like there's a time for everything. I don't run away from truth, no matter how horrible the truth is. I don't blind myself to the negative things of life to just say, oh man, you got to look at the beautiful things of life. Yeah, I see the beautiful things of life too, but I also see the negative things of life, which allows me to have a balanced perspective. I don't purposely turn off the light because I don't want to see the boogeyman. No, I'll turn on the light to see that boogeyman is real. See, most of our perceptions are steeped into delusions that we don't have any verification of or any evidence to operate off of. We've been lied to so much that we're taking lies and we're building a reality in our heads based upon a faulty and a fictitious worldview. All right, that's the way we operate. So this idea that everyone's doing it makes it okay is stupidity. Everyone going to work is the dumbest thing. The whole system needs to be revamped. And our youth are trying to do it. But we keep condemning them. You know who you are. We all do it. We talk about the youth like they're the worst thing coming up. We talk about them horribly. Oh, they're young. They don't have good work ethic. They're this. They're that. They don't know how to do this. They're lazy. They like it easy. We used to have to everything. They're always on their cell phones. They're always on this. Yeah, they're not perfect. Neither were we. Let's not act like we were in our generation that we were the best. No, we weren't either. But like I told you guys before, I think I've made a video about this. There's a time is coming when the youth is going to wake up. They're going to be like, man, F this system. They're going to rebel hard. But deceit and evil can only last for so long. Every dog has its day. And eventually, righteousness has to begin to take precedence over everything that we do. There are people out there. The controllers out there have used secret, ancient, esoteric knowledge. And that's what the term esoteric means. It means secret. They're using the information to their advantage. They're using it for evil. You can use things for good or for evil. Like, I'll give you a simple example. Having a gun is not evil. It's how you use it. If you use a gun to protect people from other people that are trying to cause harm, bodily harm or lethal harm, or cause death to others, and you use your gun to liberate people from from that situation, then that's a good thing. You've used the power of a weapon for good. These people have ancient technology and ancient secret esoteric knowledge that they're using to manipulate the world. The whole world is running off of a computer system, a software system, just like the internet. I told you guys before, if you want to understand the macro perspective, the bigger perspective, you have to look at the most simplest things that you do every day. When you talk about computer software systems, it's a software system that runs your computer. The whole world runs off of a system, off of mathematics, off of numbers. Our current reality is more of an illusion. Even the physical things that we see is because we're vibrating at a certain level that we can't penetrate through things. We can't penetrate solid things because we're not vibrating at a high enough frequency to walk through walls, to walk through objects. Everything is made up of atoms. Even our concept of time is an illusion. Okay? I know that's a whole deeper subject that will go over people's heads because people can't fathom that. They just feel like this is it. And the Superman, Jesus, is going to come and save the day one day. Like little freaking children that are waiting for the freaking tooth fairy to come take their tooth and put $1 underneath their damn pillow. We're just older adults with childlike minds, and we've been told fairy tales and myths for a very long time. There's no one coming. When they're talking about Christ coming, it's not a particular person coming. It's an awakening. It's a consciousness, the Christos. Jesus Christ is not a person, people. The all-seeing eye. How can God be everywhere? How can he see everything? Well, yeah, they're not. This all-seeing eye, this controller, whoever it is, whatever power it is, has the ability to see everything that's going on the planet. Doesn't mean that they know everything that's going on with every individual. We're already programmed. They already know how we're going to think. They know we're going to get up and go to work the next day. All that stuff is already fixed. We're like robots. And we're the greatest robots to be made because we fuel ourselves. They don't need to fuel us. We can feed ourselves. They don't need to maintain us. We can maintain ourselves and take our asses back to work. As long as they keep us working, they can keep us from not thinking. Because the more humanity thinks, the greater innovators we become. We become builders. We start to revert back to our humane concepts and humane principles, those principles that makes us humans. We go back to that. Not everyone fighting to see who can get the $1 in a damn rat race. Anyway, that's my spiel, man. It's 4:51. I'll get my stuff ready. And thank you guys for indulging me in another morning workout talk video. And I'll see you guys again on Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, morning workout talk. All right, thank you guys. Have a blessed day. Be good, and be balanced to everything that you do. Take the good with the bad. Take both. Embrace both, because that's how you become the better you. All right, take care.